Hey everyone, it's Justin. Just got finished watching Vinnie Politan Investigates on COURTTV, and one of the guests that we had on episode 160 and 164, Ned Pillersdorf, attorney Ned Pillersdorf from Kentucky, was on and speaking about new footage that was released around the Mickey Stein's shooting and killing Judge Mullins. And this new footage, no audio, shows prior to the lunch and prior to the shooting, a group of about, I believe, 5 individuals, including now the former sheriff, Mickey Steins, and Judge Mullins, fortunately, had passed due to this incident, relaxing, having a talk. Judge Mullins was having a cigarette, looked like it was pretty commonplace, but we don't have any audio. So attorney Ned Pillersdorf was brought in to bring a little bit of context in to what could have been potentially spoken about, body language. Again, this was prior to the lunch, and then the shooting and killing of Judge Mullins and Judge Mullins' chambers happened after the lunch. So that happened. So it was great to see a former Voices for Voices TV show and podcast guest being consulted and asked for his opinions on the matter. So again, Voices for Voices TV show and podcast. That's 2 episodes, episode 160 and 164. And lastly, there was additional footage of immediately after the shooting and killing of Judge Mullins by former Sheriff Mickey Steins, shows outside of the courthouse, and looks like Mickey is walking down the steps kind of nonchalantly, walks one way, then turn around and walks another. You can see there are some police tactical individuals going in with some long guns, and then you can see Mickey at towards the end of the footage of him turning around and walking back up the steps. And we're assuming that's when he went ahead and gave himself up to what had occurred. So the interesting part was how nonchalant Mickey was on that footage, and that the individuals that were evacuated the courthouse, they didn't know that the former Sheriff Steins was the suspect. Nobody was pointing at him or running away from him. So that was interesting. And then lastly, there was additional footage of when Sheriff Mickey Steins former Sheriff Mickey Steins, was taken into custody. He's in the back of the cruiser, and you can hear him telling the staff, the police, hey, be fair to me, and how's this all relate to mental health? Well, you have really 2 families in a community that are dealing with a death, and individual in the community who was the cause of that death. And then when we get to the final area, when Mickey's in the back of the cruiser before they're heading to another jurisdiction's jail because just a conflict of interest of wanting to ethically try to get things investigation-wise off to an ethical start, and that usually means, in those instances, going to a jurisdiction next door that is going to, at least in the immediate future, gonna take custody of Mickey. And so this all is in the past that happened. The trial and all that is still to come. But again, that last part, when Mickey is in the back of the cruiser, not only is he saying, hey, be fair, be fair, be fair. It seems like he is having a panic attack. Very, very warm, asking for, can you crack the window? Can you loosen up the seatbelt? And that he was getting very, very warm and uncomfortable. And while obviously it's uncomfortable as a suspect in such a crime, I know from my experience with panic attacks, one of the sensations that does come over the body, almost in every single panic attack I've ever had, is that you get that warm sensation. You feel like things are closing in. What are we going to do? And it just is an uncomfortable feeling. So I can appreciate the mental health aspect of what was going on at that time. Yeah, I'm not condoning the crime at all. Just talking about that piece with the mental health. And we just received word from Mickey's legal team that they're going to be looking at competency defense, which is leading to him having mental health evaluations. So not sure what that means as far as trial-wise, but what we think, and after watching a fair amount of Vinnie's closing arguments and then his Vinnie Politan investigates programs, that these types of actions are usually the precursor of some form of an insanity, mental health type of a plea or a defense in that way. And so they want to get on the books. They want to get these visits taking, and we'll see when trial comes, because again, we're way ahead of things as we stand here today or sit here today. So thanks for hanging with us. Again, Ned Pillersdorf, the attorney for Sabrina Adkins, who brought that initial lawsuit against individual Ben Fields, who was extorting sex from individuals in Judge Mullen's chambers. He pled guilty, and so Ned was installed as Sabrina's attorney, and we believe that deposition earlier in the week before Judge Mullins was shot and killed by Mickey Steins, that gave a lot of added stress to Mickey. He was pacing. He stayed at, I believe, an aunt's house the night before, or 2 nights before. So a lot more to come. Again, we're sharing information as we get. So check out episode 160, 164, and guest Ned Pillersdorf, attorney Ned Pillersdorf.